Let's begin the first part of the From Gene to Protein Human Genetic Disorders project. To begin, you need to open the From Gene to Protein Signups Google Sheet. Here, you'll type in your first name and last name, and also your class period. Next, open a new tab or window in your browser and go to the Genetics Home reference page. Click on Health Conditions. You will be responsible for researching one health condition. They're displayed in alphabetical order. Browse through them until you find something interesting, or pick a random letter and go from there. If you know the name of a condition you're interested in, you can also search for that. So, for example, there's a particular condition I've heard about before that I'm interested in researching. It's called Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. So I'm going to type that in until I see a word I'm familiar with. I'm going to click on it and hit the search button. And that brings up some close matches. And there it is, Duchenne and Becker muscular dystrophy. So I'm going to click on that and maybe research that one a little bit further. And there you see a description of the disorder, and you can click that description away and see there's many other things that you can read about for this particular disorder. After browsing for a while, once you've settled on a health condition, you'll want to go back to the Google Sheet and you'll type in the name of your condition. Uh-oh, now that I'm back at the Google Sheet, I can see somebody else has taken the same health condition that I wanted. So it's back to the drawing board for me. So I'm going to go back to the GRH website and look for something different. All right, so after browsing all around, I see something nobody's taken yet, oculocutaneous albinism. I think I'll pick that one. You pick something different. Back at the Google Sheet, I'm going to type in the name of the health condition. If you choose to copy and paste, be careful. When you right-click, instead of just doing paste, make sure that you do paste special and paste values only. That way you don't mess up the formatting. So there's a few other things that we need to know about this particular health condition, such as the name of the gene, the name of the protein affected, the chromosome number, and also the location of the chromosome. Now, to find that out, we've got to go back to the GHR website. And so I'm going to scroll down past the description and find the causes tab and click on it. And this gives me a lot of information that I'll want to read about what causes this particular condition. But I want you to scroll all the way down to the causes and see where it says learn more about the genes. So you'll click on that, and that'll show you the list of genes that affect this condition. Sometimes there'll only be one, but if there's many, just pick one and see where that takes you. All right, so for my condition, it's the MC1R gene, and I'm going to type that into the Google Sheet. So here I go. So I'll type in the MC1R gene. The names of the genes are usually in the form of some kind of abbreviation. That's how we keep track of them. Back at the GHR page, we'll want to read a little bit more about this particular gene to figure out what protein it makes. So as I read, it says here that the MC1R gene provides instructions for making a protein called the melanocortin 1 receptor. All right, so that's the name of the protein. Now, for a lot of you, the name of the protein is going to be exactly the same as the name of the gene, but sometimes they'll have special names. So I'm going to go back to the spreadsheet and I'm going to either type in or paste values only, the name of the protein. And just to make formatting nice, I might select wrap text there. You don't have to do that. All right, so next we've got to figure out where this is located on our chromosome. So we're going to go back to the GHR webpage and make sure that you're still on the gene that you're studying. I'm going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down until I see the chromosomal location tab. I'm going to click on that. And whoa, there's a whole bunch of stuff here, but all you need to look at is what number chromosome you're on, and I'm on chromosome 16, and then also what position. And so here it says cytogenic location 16q24.3. All I need is that q24.3 part. And you can see that there's this weird code on the chromosomes here. And this arrow here shows me where my gene is, right at the end. And that's called q24.3. So I'm going to copy that number, and I'm going to remember that this is chromosome 16, and I'm going to type that here. So chromosome 16, and then chromosome location, we're going to paste values only, Q24.3. You'll notice the previous condition that I wanted to do but was already taken doesn't have a chromosome number but is on chromosome X. So if you remember, females have X chromosomes, males have Y chromosomes. There's genes on those too. So most likely your particular health condition, the gene for that will be on a chromosome numbers 1 through 22. But depending on the trait, you might get lucky and it might be on the X chromosome and more rarely on the Y chromosome. So if you've gotten this far, guess what? You're done. Well, for now. Your teachers are going to review the health condition you've chosen to make sure that it's appropriate, to make sure that it is truly associated with the gene, and also that it's not a duplicate. If your teacher does find a problem, be prepared to be notified about it and change the health condition that you're choosing. The reason why we do this is because later you're going to do a lot more research, and we don't want you to waste time going down a wrong path. Before we go, let me show you an example of a health condition that is not appropriate for this particular project. So a really popular health condition for people to choose is Down syndrome, because many people know somebody who's affected by this particular syndrome, and it's really, really interesting, but it's not controlled by a single gene. So if you were to look at a condition such as this and read the description, which is all well and good and interesting, but when you look at causes, it says here that it's a result from something called trisomy 21. There's no actual gene that's causing this. And you'll see when you scroll down a little bit further, instead of saying learn more about the genes associated with Down syndrome, it says learn more about the chromosome associated with Down syndrome. So there's not a particular gene, there's not a particular protein. You wouldn't be able to fill out the spreadsheet for this particular health condition. So if you chose to go with this one anyway, your teacher's going to say you can't do this one because it doesn't fit within the parameters of our project. But that doesn't mean you can't read about it on your own, because this sort of thing is very fascinating. So one last time, this is what your entry into your spreadsheet should look like. You should have your name, your class period, the whole name of the health condition, the name of the gene, the name of the protein, the chromosome number that the gene is on, and also the location on that chromosome where you can find that gene.